Hey guys, it's Allie, and in today's video we are going to be talking about zodiac signs. I know zodiacs are a kind of controversial topic overall. Some people really believe in them and some people don't. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be looking at American Girl dolls and sorting them into zodiac signs based on their personality. So even though most American Girl dolls do come with birthdays, for example, Julie is a Taurus, I personally don't think her personality matches best with a Taurus. Therefore, I will not be sorting her into Taurus. I'm only doing historicals for this video because American Girl has too many characters and I can't even fit in every single historical character into this video. So if you guys like this and want me to do part 2 with the Girl of the Year dolls, let me know. One final disclaimer. Just remember that zodiac signs are up for debate, and even while doing my research for this video, certain characters who I thought would fit one sign better, people put them as another sign, and I even had to bounce between a few for certain characters as well. With that long intro over with, let's get started. I'm going to start off this video with Aquarius, and the doll whose personality best matches Aquarius, in my opinion, is Julie. So the strengths of an Aquarius are that they're very progressive, original, independent, and humanitarian, and I think Julie perfectly shows that off. She fights for change in her books, like Saving the Eagles. She's the only girl who's playing on a boys' basketball team, and she wants women to be equal to men. Reading from American Girl Wiki, one line about Julie says that she finds it a duty to stand up against all prejudices of the past as opposed to Ivy, and I believe that perfectly represents an Aquarius. Plus, if you know the musical Hair, which is all hippies and Julie's a hippie, there's a song which is like the dawning of the angel Aquarius, so I think it's a match made in heaven. The next sign of the zodiac would be Pisces, and for Pisces, I picked Addie. I decided to pick Addie for Pisces because I feel like she's very compassionate. With their weaknesses, she can be fearful and overly trusting, which she definitely tends to do, especially when she's in her new life. They also tend to have a desire to escape reality and can be a victim. And Addie definitely was, unfortunately, a part of slavery. And when she escaped, she had all these dreams about what the perfect life of freedom would be like, but then it ended up not being what she expected, and she has to work towards a better life. And I think that really encapsulates Pisces very well. Pisces also tend to like swimming, and Addie does love to swim. They also tend to dislike cruelty of any kind, and Addie just finds a lot of things unfair with the way the world is, and she does not like people being mean and cruel. For Aries, I decided to go with Kaya. So her strengths are that she's very courageous and determined, confident, and those are definitely traits Kaya has, but she can be a little bit impulsive because in her books she ends up getting her and her horse kidnapped by another tribe. And the main reason I decided to put Kaya as an Aries was the trait that is Aries like to take on leadership roles, which is something that Kaya really wants to do. She wants to prove that she can be a leader, but then people tend to underestimate her because of her age. For Taurus, I decided to go with Caroline Abbott. The strengths of a Taurus are that they're very reliable, patient, practical, devoted, responsible, and stable. And Caroline is definitely one of the more mature historicals, in my opinion, given that she's very responsible and brave. She goes to help out her father in the war and all of that. She can be a little bit stubborn and jealousy when her cousin Lydia becomes friends with Rhonda, who's a girl staying with Caroline's family, and she feels like she's always being left out. Tauruses also enjoy being outdoors, and Caroline loves to ice skate and do all of those activities. Tauruses also like to work with their hands, and Caroline loves doing embroidery. Tauruses also don't like sudden changes, which might be a reason why it's hard for her when Lydia arrives, and when her dad gets kidnapped, it's really hard for her to cope. Next up is my sign, which is Gemini. For Gemini, I decided to pick Cecile. Not only is Cecile part of a duo with Mary Grace, you know, Geminis, where duos come in twos, I feel like her personality also really matches Gemini. Geminis tend to be a little bit nervous, which Cecile is because she doesn't feel like she's a good singer even though she is. She also enjoys music just like a Gemini, and she's very talkative and has a lot of friends because Geminis are very chatty. I'm just gonna kind of interject in the middle of this video because I haven't read every single historical book. I've done a bit of research for this video, but it's kind of hard for me to explain why I'm putting each character into each thing because I haven't read the books. This video it's very debatable. So for Cancer, I decided to go with Josefina Montoya. Josefina is very loyal. She likes to help out her family. And one weakness of a Cancer is people criticizing their family, or especially their mom. And if I'm remembering the story correctly, Josefina's aunt comes to live with them to try and teach the girls more traditions and stuff like that. But it's really hard for Josefina to cope because it's not the same way that her mom is normally running things around the house. Cancers also like home-based activities, which is why Josefina loves to tend to her mom's garden. Cancers pretty much are all about family and compassion, which I feel like is something that Josefina really reminds me of. The next one is Leo, and I picked Rebecca for Leo because Leos are all about being in the spotlight. They love to be the center of attention. And Rebecca definitely is a Leo. Leos are very creative and humorous, and Rebecca loves performing in plays and being an actress. One of the biggest reasons I decided to put her as a Leo. She can be a little bit self-centered too, which is why she loves being in the spotlight. Leos like theater, taking holidays, being admired, expensive things, bright colors, and fun with friends. And with Rebecca living in New York City, I feel like it just suits the vibe of a Leo because it's like the place to be for uniqueness. And they don't like facing a difficult reality, such as the fact that her parents want her to become a teacher, but Rebecca wants to be an actor. For Virgo, I decided to go with Mary Grace. She's very loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking, and practical, but she's very shy in contrast to Cecile, which is why I think she suits the Virgo personality very well. Fun fact, Cecile is a Gemini, which is my star sign, and Mary Grace is a Virgo, which is my rising sign. So I literally am Mary Grace and Cecile. Virgos also tend to like animals, which is why Mary Grace is super loyal to her dog, and they are very close together. For Libra, I decided to go with Kit. So Kit is very social, which is part of a Libra. She's always trying to interview people and talk to people. Libras tend to dislike violence, injustice, loudmouths, and conformity, which I feel like suits Kit very well because she likes to speak out about things that aren't right, and she likes to treat people fairly. They also like the outdoors, which is very true with Kit. She loves to adventure around. She has a tree house. I don't know if this one's the perfect match. I've seen other people put her as a Gemini and a few other signs, but just with my list, this is where I think she fits best. So for Scorpio, I decided to go with Samantha. So she's very brave and stubborn, so when she realizes that Nellie is not being treated right in the orphanage, she's very stubborn and she tries her best to convince everyone around her to help her out. And she is a true friend, just like a Scorpio. Scorpio likes truth, facts, being right, longtime friends, teasing, and a grand passion, which I think all perfectly describes Samantha. She teases Eddie Ryland, her neighbor, and at the end of her movie, she has the whole essay on factories, and she's telling the truth about factories, not what the media portrays to be the future of production and stuff like that. So I definitely think Samantha is a Scorpio, and I'm surprised in the other lists that I looked at while doing my research, nobody put her as a Scorpio. The next one is another one that I think is a perfect fit, and that is Sagittarius. And for Sagittarius, I decided to go with Felicity. Generous, idealistic, and a great sense of humor. She can be really nice, she can help out, and she's a little bit funny. I feel like she's one of the more cheeky characters, but her weaknesses are that she likes to promise more than she can deliver. She's very impatient and will say anything no matter how diplomatic, and I feel like that suits Felicity really well. She likes freedom and travel and being outdoors, which match up with Sagittarius because she loves to ride her horse, and she dislikes being constrained and being told what to do in a way. She'll put on Ben's bridges just so she can ride horses like a man. She will go and steal a horse that isn't hers just because she wants to ride a horse. I feel like she definitely puts herself before others, and I feel like it does match up quite a bit with the Sagittarius, just her overall story and personality with the traits of a Sagittarius. Finally, we have Capricorn, and for Capricorn, I picked Kirsten. Kirsten is very helpful and responsible, especially because her family just moved to a brand new place, and those are traits of a Capricorn. Capricorns also tend to like quality craftsmanship, which makes sense for Kirsten because she picks up sewing, which isn't a big thing in Sweden, and she makes a lot of things by hand, and she's also has an entrepreneurial spirit where she looks for all these different ways where she can make money. Those are all of the signs. Please let me know if you would switch anybody around, or if you think that there's a historical character who is a better match for one of the signs. Let me know, because this is all up for debate. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your sign is, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you are notified whenever I post a new video. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!